This is the only first chapter explanation you need for ICSE Class 10. If you understand this, your numericals and concepts will become easy. Now let's start. We'll start with the most important formulas of this chapter, which are moment of force is equals to force into displacement. Moment of couple is equals to couple on. Either force means the force applies here or the force applied here and the couple arm. Principle of moments. The sum of anti-clockwise moments is equals to the sum of clockwise moments. So this is the principle of moment and these are the main formulas of the first chapter. Let us move on. This is the syllabus of this year and we'll stick to it. Starting with the chapter. So there are basically two types of motion, transitional motion and rotational motion. So imagine this is a car moving on a road. So transitional motion is seen when force is applied on a stationary object and which is free to move. So this car is free to move and this is stationary right now and the body moves in a straight path in the direction of the force applied. So in this direction the force is applied. So in this direction only the car will move. So transitional motion states this. Rotational motion is the motion seen when a force is applied to a body which is pivoted at a point. And this force creates turning effect of force. So this is a wheel which is pivoted at this point and the force is applied like this. So if a boy is standing here and he applies force like this, it will move the head and it will turn while moving. Therefore, it is told that this rotational motion creates turning effect of force. Now we are writing about the motions. Now we are starting with the moment of force, which is also known as torque. And this is the symbol of torque, which is also known as tau. So, as we have discussed in rotational moments, that it creates turning effect of force, which is also known as moment of force, which is torque. So, this force creates an object to rotate. If this is a circle, wheel, it creates an object to move, rotate like this. So, and in this case, the body needs to be pivoted and in an axis or a fulcrum, and the force is applied and it tries to move the object in a straight line. So fulcrum means that if this is the door, the hinge of a door, this is the hinge of the door, so it's the place where it is attached, and like this it moves. This is the basic concept. So this is the closed door and this is the open door. So, moment of force or torque is the product of the magnitude of force and the perpendicular distance between the point of application of force and the pivot. So, this means the magnitude of force applied here to open the door, which is F, we can say it's 40 Newton, and the perpendicular distance between this and this, let the distance be 12 Newton. So the torque will be force into displacement as we saw in the formula list. So torque will be 40 into 12, which is 480. So this means the force which is applied here, that causes the turning effect of force. If the force was caused, if the person should have thought that let me open the door from here or from here, he would have failed, because he would have opened the door but not with that ease. If the person would have done here, the person would have felt that the force which is applied is two times of it, or like more than that, and from here it is really more 100 Newton. So like that, if the perpendicular distance increases, the force decreases, and if the perpendicular distance decreases, the force increases. It is like that. So the simple symbol to give torque is tau. So and it is a vector quantity. So we have learned that torque is force into displacement. The SI unit of force is Newton, and the SI unit of displacement is meter. So it is Newton meter. But this Newton meter is not known as joule because torque is a vector quantity, and we can say work or energy is called a scalar quantity. So this is the reason why it is not written as joule, and it can come for a give reason. So the SI unit of torque is Newton meter and the CJS unit is dyne centimeter. And now we are gonna find the relation between them. So 1 Newton meter is 1 Newton into meter. 1 Newton is also known as 10 raised to 7 dyne. 10 raised to 5 dyne into 10 raised to 2 centimeter. So it is 10 raised to 5 plus 2 dyne centimeter. So 1 Newton meter is 10 raised to 7 centimeter. So this is the relationship between the SI unit and CGS unit of torque. So let us write it. So these are two wheels. One is clockwise and another one is whirled anti-clockwise. So the clockwise torque is negative and the anti-clockwise torque is positive. So we have written anti-clockwise torque is negative, and anti-clockwise torque is positive and clockwise torque is negative. And we cannot write torque as the unit of joule because work is scalar and torque is vector. Now we are gonna understand couple force. So first, what is couple? So when a person is driving a car, he does like this. That means he is trying to keep the car in a straight line like this. So this force is equaled by this force like this. So the same is in couple and it is also applied in seesaw. So you can get application based questions from it. This are the examples: anti-clockwise, clockwise. This is one for door, one for car which I told, one for cycle, one for spanner, and these are couple like this, water opener like this, car key. It's also in a wrench and a car wrench. So we're gonna understand this. There's always two forces that rotate an object. So we call it as a couple. So this is a diagram. This is a seesaw. Two persons sitting. One goes up, one goes down. So this like this. This is the distance. It is halved. The forces applied same. One pushes down to go up and one pushes like this. So it is like that only. And now the moment of couple, which is the moment of this, is equals to moment of A plus moment of B. So moment of A, which means torque, is F into D, force into displacement. This is the force and this is the distance from the pivoted point. So we've done that. Same in here. F D upon 2 plus D upon 2, which gives 2 D upon 2. 2 gets cancelled like 2 D upon 2 is equals to D. 2 gets cancelled. So like this we have written, and it is an anti-clockwise motion. Therefore we say moment of couple is equals to either force into couple arm. If you understand this, the rest of physics becomes easier. In the next video, we'll be covering about the equilibrium of bodies and some numericals about moment of couple and torque.